סמך א' עמוד א', טאפליין. ואומר רבון אומר רב, משום רבי מאיר, לעולם forever יהיו דבריו של אדם מועטים לפני הקדוש ברוך הוא. The words of man should be very small, don't talk too much in front of השם. שנאמר, אל יבהל פיך, do not rush your mouth, ולבך אל ימהר, do not rush your heart, להוציא דבר לפני אלוקים. To express things in front of השם. למה? כי אלוקים בשמיים, השם is in the heaven, ואתה על הארץ, and you on the earth. על כן יהיו דבריך מועטים. You shouldn't talk too much of שם. Things before you talk. דרש רב נחמן בן רב חיסדא, מה תכתיב בפסוק בסד? וייצר השם אלוקים את האדם. The word וייצר is to create. And it has two יודים, וייצר, two יוד, בשני יודים. What's this two יוד stands for? We're going to see a few פשטים. One, שני יצרים. השם create a man with two יצרים, ברך קדוש ברוך הוא. אחד יצר הטוב, ואחד יצר רע. מה תקיף לרב נחמן? רב נחמן ask, if so, that this special two יצרים it's only by men, אלא מעתה, בהמה דלא כתיב בה וייצר, בהמה, we don't have this word וייצר, let ליצרה, has no יצר הרע. ואתה כחזינן we see that בהמה also, an animal יש יצר הרע, why the maska, it's damage ונשכה and bites and bata and kick. So it cannot be that men it's exclusive to have יצר הרע, when we see other animals also have יצר הרע. אלא כדי רבי שמעון בן פזי. דאמר רבי שמעון בן פזי, the two yud stands אוילי מיוצרי ואוילי מיצרי. When a man goes through life, he has always two battles. אוילי מיצרי, אוילי from מיוצרי, from Hashem. But only my יצר, that's going to give me hard time not to listen to Hashem. So this is a constant battle that we are facing on a day-to-day. Wa'oiv from my creator, יוצרי, or from the יצר. Inami, the two yud, vayitzer, what's the yitzer to yud? Inami, כדי רבי ירמיה בן אלעזר. דאמר רבי ירמיה בן אלעזר, דו פרצופים ברא הקדוש ברוך הוא באדם הראשון. When Hashem created האדם הראשון, he created him with two faces, שנאמר אחור וקדם צרתני. You create me back and front. So when Hashem created, man was in one side, and woman was
on the back,
on the other side. Mm-hmm. So if you fell on the back, no. Okay. ויבן השם אלוקים את הצלע. And Hashem Elohim took the tzela, took the bone, the rib out of the Adam, and he created him. So we know tzela, it's a rib. We're going to see a machloket over here. There is a joke that Hashem came to Adam, and Hashem said to Adam, look, I got to create a Isha for you. He said, what do I need to give? He said, I got to give a leg. He said, God, giving a leg, it's too much for Isha. He said, what about the rib? Hashem said, okay, give me the rib, I'll give you something. And he gave him the Isha. Can you imagine if he would have given the leg? No. Okay. So Rav Shmuel explained, Rav Shmuel, אחד אמר, the tzela, the bone, it's referring פרצוף. Hashem took a face from Adam. ואחד אמר, זנב, he took the tail from Adam. בשלם הלמד דאמר פרצוף was the face, אנו דכתיב, that fits with the פסוק, אחור וקדם צרתני. Hashem create us back and forth, which is woman on one side and man on the other side. אלא למד דאמר זנב was the tail, my achor v'kedem tzartani. How do you explain this pasuk? Hashem created us back and forth. The Gemara says keder Rabbi Ami for completely different learning of the following Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Ami said achor lemaaseh berachot. Adam was the back, the end of the creation of Bereshit on Friday. V'kedem leporanut. He was the first one to get punished. The Gemara question, Bishlema achor lemaaseh berachit, it was the last one to the creation of the world. I know, the law ivri, man wasn't created, ad ma'al shabta, until Friday. Ela v'kedem leporanut, it was the first one for the punishment. Poranut demai, which punishment are you referring to that it was the first one? Ilei me poranut de nachash, the punishment for what the nachash caused them to eat from the tree.
Nachash was the first one.
V'atanye, Rabbi Omer, bagdula matchilin min hagadol. From something big, you're starting from the chashuv one. V'baklala, from something bad, you're starting from the katan, from the lower one. How do we know? Bagdula, from something big, matchilin min hagadol, you talk about the big one. Dechtiv, וידבר משה אל אהרון, the father, ולאלעזר ולאיתמר, בניו הנותרים, the children who left, he gave them a special job. So when you start on something chashuv, you mentioned the gadol one. בכלכלה, on something that ruined, by a course, מתחילים מן הקטן. How do we know? בתחילה נתקלקל first, נתקלל הנחש, cut course first, ולבסוף נתקללה חווה, ולבסוף נתקלל Adam. אלא
But that was also, you would think that could be the order, the way that it happened, right? The Nachash was the one to blame, so he got the first curse, no?
That's a good point.
Does that also mean that didn't Adama?
Excellent question.
What was your question?
Probably the Maharsha asked a question. We'll see it after.
The Adama also got it after Adam the Kala.
Right. So that's a cause. It's not a direct.
Okay.
This is to earn it.
Gotcha.
Ella, the Gemara answer, Ella, so when we said that is the first one for the Puranut, for the tragedy, for the punishment, it's not the one, the Nachash, rather, Ella the one for the Mabul of the flood. למה? דכתיב, וימח את כל היקום אשר על פני האדמה, Hashem wiped out all of the creation on earth, מאדם עד בהמה, from man until Alemon. ברישא, Adam first Adam, and then, ועד עד בהמה. Why? Because all of the right of the animal is because of Adam. When Adam ruined by the generation of the flood,
corrupted animals, right?
Yeah, so first Adam went away, and then you don't need the rest of the world. All of the world was wiped. The Gemara asked, Vishma Lemad Amar Partzuf, the one according to the one who said that Hashem took a face out of Adam, the back face for Isha. Aynu dechtiv vayitzer b'shnei yudim. Hashem created two things, vayitzer. Ela Lemad Amar Zanav, may vayitzer. How do you explain the word vayitzer? We already explained it earlier. The Gemara says, Kedar Bishimon ben Pazi. אמר רבי שמעון בן פזי, אוי לי מיצרי, אוי לי מיוצרי. בשלמה למאן דאמר, according to the one that was פרצוף, that he was a face front and back, היינו דכתיב, זכר ונקבה ברעם. Hashem created us on the first day, male and female, front and back. אלא למאן דאמר זנב, it was only tell, מהי זכר ונקבה ברעם? Why the Torah said it was זכר ונקבה? It was only male, and then woman came out of him. It's not that we're created the same. The Gemara says, this pasuk will be explained כדי רבי אבאו. כדי רבי אבאו הוא רמי. רבי אבאו, a question. כתיב, זכר ונקבה ברעם, he created on the first day, male and female, וכתיב, כי בצלם אלוקים עשה את האדם, create only men. הכיצד I reconcile בתחילה, when Hashem planned the world, עלה במחשבה הבאה, he was planning לברות בית, to build two separate men and women. ולבסוף, in the actual creation, לא נברא אלא אחד. He created only one. I don't want to get into it, but the basic concept is when Hashem planning to do the world was midat adin, with judgment, but the actual creation was also with midat rachamim. That's what's created the change of the actual production. משלמה למאן דאמר פרצוף, according to the one who said it was a face, אנו דכתיב ויסגור בשר תחתנה. After Hashem cut off the face from Adam, he closed it with meat, so we look normal on the back. אלא למאן דאמר זנב, if Hashem took only the tail, מה ויסגור בשר תחתנה, what Hashem needs to close the meat under it, אמר רבי ירמיה ויתן רב זבי, ויתן רב נחמן בר יצחק, לא נצרכה אלא למקום חתך, on the place where Hashem cut the tail, this is where Hashem had to close it.
Is it that he had a tail?
Yeah. According to this one, he had a tail.
Adam had a tail. That's why we have a tailbone also. We have something called a tailbone.
It's like a tailbone, yeah.
Crazy.
בשלמה למאן דאמר זנב, the one who said it was a tail, אנו דכתיב ויבן, Hashem built. אלא למאן דאמר פרצוף, it was a face, מהי ויבן? If it was already pre-existing face, Hashem doesn't need to build it. If Hashem took the tail and create a woman out of it, I can say, what do you need to build? But if it was already pre-made, Hashem just separate the bodies.
So what was the tail?
To build?
What was the tail like?
מאחורה.
I'm saying no. But I'm saying like what was it like the face? You understand they took the face.
No, then
what does the tail do?
Yeah, so that's why you need to build out of it something new. That's why even.
But
if it was just cutting, there is nothing to build.
Exactly.
Or we use the description.
אבל ידוע שיש שני חוות.
That's beyond pshat.
Is maybe the first one?
No, that's beyond pshat. No, beyond pshat. Okay. The Gemara says, what's the event?
That was the one that was behind him.
Yeah. And the rib is the second one.
ויבן כדרבי שמעון בן מנסיה. דדרש רבי שמעון בן מנסיה, מה דכתיב, what's הפסוק, ויבן השם את הצלע, השם build the bone, מלמד, teaching us, שקלעה הקדוש ברוך הוא לחווה, השם braided the hair of חווה for her to look good, then, והביאה לאדם הראשון. Then he brought her to אדם הראשון. שכן בקרחי הים, in the small villages in the ocean, קוראים לקליעתה, to a braided hair, they calling it banaita, something that it's built.
This Atlantis?
Something that's built. So Hashem built her hair to look good for Adam. דבר אחר ויבן, מה ויבן means? אמר רב חיסדא אמר לבתנית התנא, מלמד השם build her, שבנה הקדוש ברוך הוא לחווה כבניין אוצר. השם build חווה like a storage.
You think there's a kesher to that like in the islands everyone has braids?
Interesting, very interesting.
It's a very true thing.
Very interesting, yeah. שבנה הקדוש ברוך הוא לחווה כבניין אוצר, like a building. מה אוצר? There's like a storage, קצר מלמעלה, top it's narrow, and on the bottom it's wide, למטה, כדי לקבל את הפירות in order to contain the fruits, so it's wide on the bottom. אף אישה קצרה מלמעלה, on top she is narrow, ורחבה מלמטה, or waist is wide, כדי לקבל את הבלה, to receive the baby. והביאה אל האדם, השם brought חווה to אדם. אמר רבי בן אלעזר מלמד, זה teaching us, שנעשה הקדוש ברוך הוא שושבין לאדם הראשון. השם was the, איך הם שושבינים? The one who bringing the חתן, the mate, the roommate?
The best man. The best man.
Yeah, but it was like a father who carried taking his children to chuppah, same thing, like Hashem brought him to the chuppah.
Okay.
מכאן למדה תורה? מכאן למדה תורה דרך ארץ, תורה teaching you דרך ארץ. always שיחזור גדול עם קטן בשושבינות. Somebody גדול should go after the young one and help him to bring him closer to his wife. ואל יראה לו, it's not bad for him, it doesn't consider something bad. Because Hashem, which is Gadol, he's the one who made sure to take care of Adam, to make her look nice, to bring them together. So a big man should always care on Chatuna to make sure to bring people together and shouldn't worry about his kavod.
Okay.
ולמאן דאמר...
But it gives him kavod though.
What?
It gives him kavod.
So certain acts in chuppah doesn't give much kavod. You just take care of the needs, you know. Somebody חושב כאילו, okay, I'm just here, let me say bracha and leave, you know.
But you don't...
Taking care, bringing him over, schlepping, taking care of the zivug.
We see this in beyond Chatuna. Moshe Rabbeinu would serve, Avraham Avinu would serve people at the table.
Right. יפה מאוד.
They would serve.
אתה תנג'ם for any חתונה, כן.
Right.
ולמאן דאמר פרצוף, that's an interesting question. This is for the feminists. מה דאמר פרצוף, depending on what they said was a face, האם מינה יושגי ברישה? Who is the one who was going forward? The man or the woman, like on the train, you know? Who is the one who was going the front? The Gemara says, Amar Rav Nachman, but it's like very interesting in Limud, you need to know it for life. In Istabra, it makes sense, the Gavra Sagi Bereisha, that the man was the guy who was going first. The Tanya, we see, we have a rule. לא יהלך אדם אחורי אישה בדרך. You never walk behind a woman on the road. ואפילו אשתו, even his wife. נזדמנה לו על הגשר, somebody going on the bridge, and he has no choice. She's ahead of him, you cannot skip her. יסלקן על הצדדים, he should go sideways.
Not behind her directly, to the side.
Yeah, he shouldn't look at her, yeah. וכל העובר אחורי אישה בנהר, and he goes after אישה when they cross a river, when it's all wet and people see the body. אין לו חלק, לעולם הבא. So whenever people say ladies first,
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Get in the way. Ooh.
Get in the way. I always say, as an honor of ladies, we walk in front.
That's true.
So we don't
respect
look.
to them, we don't look at them.
Right.
And I always say, as honor of ladies, we don't shake your hands.
That one's tough, Rabbi, with that. You know, get with the women. What do you say?
I know it is.
What do you say?
I say in our religion, we're not allowed to touch any woman beside their wives if they behave. Then you make a joke. Then you break the... But say in our religion, no one will have a problem if you said something religious. People respect religion.
It's like a woman who already reaches out to give you a handshake.
No, think about it in advance. First, by the way, you hold your phone in your hand. Whenever you meet ladies, you hold your phone and key and something else. So she sees you, you have already a barrier for shake hands.
Yo,
I always hold your phone. And then you see her in advance, by the way, hi, special meeting you, by the way, we don't shake hands. In our religion, we don't shake hands. You prevent it, you don't want to embarrass her.
Yeah, because once she reaches her hands to the mama.
זה לא נעים, אבל אין ברירה, אחי.
כן. Okay.
I won't do it.
No matter what in the world.
So you avoid it by doing that, okay. So you avoid it, you prevent it from happening.
Right. By the way, I bought the property because I didn't shake the hand of the guy.
The guy.
The guy's wife.
Yeah.
She's like, wow.
Yeah, remember you told me there was a few people, right?
Yeah. No, but that was one specific property. The guy said, give it to this guy. Tono Rabbanon, if this guy is not willing to transgress any of his religion, he's not going to cheat you.
He's faithful to God, he's going to be faithful to his naaman.
תנו רבנו, המרצה מעות לאישה מידו, איפה הפנסיה שלך? המרצה מעות, לא באוזן פה, המרצה מעות לאישה מידו לידה. somebody who giving a woman money from his hand to her hand, כדי להסתכל בה, in order to look at her, אפילו יש בידו תורה ומעשים טובים כמשה רבנו, even if he has great תורה ומעשים כמו רבנו, לא ינקה מדינה של גיהנום. We're not going to be clean from Gehenna, שנאמר, יד ליד לא ינקה רע. לא ינקה, would be clean מדינה של גיהנום. אומר רב נחמן, מנוח was the father of שמשון. שמשון was a Nazir.
שמשון הגיבור.
הגיבור, he was Nazir, and the angel revealed to his mom and then to his father.
Right.
The Torah says, מנוח was an הארץ דכתיב, it says, וילך מנוח, אחרי אשתו, he went after his wife. He doesn't go behind the wife. By the way, this thing does not apply in case of safety כמובן. You see a Schwarze behind, you see somebody scary behind her or anything she's uncomfortable, let her be first.
Of course.
חלקיה.
נכון, יפה, הוא שמר עליה.
לא, שהוא הלך לפניה, שהיא באה לעיר, ושתי האנשים...
מאוד, אקסלנט.
והם אמרו לו, מה אתה הולך אחרי אשתך? הוא אמר, מה, אני אתן לכם ללכת מאחוריה?
יפה מאוד.
I'm not going to let you guys walk behind you. I don't know who you guys are, לא...
You have to know one, two,
כן, not know, honey, you on the back, come later. אוקיי. מה התקיף לרב נחמן בר יצחק? אלא מעתה, rather from now, הוא מגבה אלקנה, באלקנה, it's also said, וילך אלקנה אחרי אשתו. Elkanah went after his wife, and also Gabe Elisha the Navi said, תכתיב, ויקום וילך אחרי, he went after her, אחינמי אחריה ממש, also here it means ממש afterwards, אלא אחרי דבריה ואחרי הצתה. He didn't do physically after her words, after her advice.
Why not your wife, Rabbi?
Huh?
Why not your wife? Why can't you walk behind your wife?
Disrespect to her. I mean, there is the time of intimacy, there is a non-time. Walking just behind the lady, seeing her back, it's not appropriate. אחנמי, אחרי דבריה ואחרי הצתה. Also here, it means after her words and after her advice.
באבא של שמשון?
כן, by the father of שמשון, במנוח, not necessarily it was really לא יפה, rather it was after her physically, it was after her advice. אומר רבשי, ולמאן דאמר רב נחמן דת מנוח וזנם הארץ, הארץ היה אפילו ברב נמי לא קרא. He didn't even read basic פסוקים, שנאמר it says, ותקום רבקה ונערותיה, רבקה and her girls, when she was brought by Eliezer to the house for a wife for יצחק, ותרכב לה על הגמלים, and they were riding the camels, ותלכנה, they were walking, אחרי האיש, behind the man, ולא לפני האיש, not in front of the man. אמר רבי יחנון, אחורי הרי, you better be behind the lion, ולא אחורי אישה, not behind the woman. אחורי אישה, better be behind the woman, ולא אחורי עקום, not behind גוי. אחורי עקום, not behind גוי, you better be, ולא אחורי בית הכנסת, don't be behind the shul, בשעה שהציבור מתפללים. When people are praying, and you're out of the shul, it shows that you don't care about the tefillah. ולא המורון, we didn't say it's a problem, אלא דלא דרי מידי, it doesn't carry anything. We דרי מידי, but if you carried something, let land by, it's okay to be behind the shul, because people understand, you don't go in because of you load what you carry, יפה. ולא המורון, אלא דלי כפית אחינה, there is no any other entrance. ואי כפית אחינה, if there is other entrance, let land by, people think you don't go in because you might gonna go on the other side. ולא המורון, אלא דלא רכיב חמר, he doesn't ride a donkey, אבל רכיב חרבה, but if he rides a donkey, people assume he doesn't want to let the donkey away, let land by. ולא המורון, אלא דלא מלך תפילין, he doesn't put תפילין. אבל מלך תפילין, if he puts תפילין, let land by, it's not a problem. last part, אומר רבי יצר הרע דומה לזבוב. איך אומרים זבוב באנגלית?
fly.
לא, fly זה ג'נרל, אבל זבוב זה דווקא.
Mosquito?
לא.
זה הטוש.
כן. זבוב.
זבוב זה fly, no?
לא, fly זה ג'נרל for flies, לא?
Fly is general, flies.
אתה רוצה מה זה זבוב? זבוב זה זבוב, אחי. ויש, מה נבדוק אחר כך, נבדוק.
Yeah, it's general.
No, it's not. Flies are flies.
No, but there's
People who
flies
fly,
is very
actually.
general. Mosquitoes considered a fly too. They're all, little like
Airplane,
fly me.
No, I think flies like fruit
אוקיי,
flies.
יצר הרע דומה לזבוב. אלא כזבוב, ויושב בין שני מפתחי הלב, and he sits between the two openings of the heart, שנאמר, זבובי מוות יבאיש, יביע שמן, רוקח. It's like it's two זבובים on top of a man. ושמואל אמר, שמואל says, יצר הרע, איפה זה? שמואל אמר, כמין חיטה הוא דומה, it's like a wheat, שנאמר, לפתח חטאת רובץ. Chatat is like chita, like wheat. It is standing on top. I don't know exactly what that means. תנו רבנן, שתי כליות יש בו באדם, man has two kidneys. Why? אחת יועצתו לטובו, one give good advice, ואחת יועצתו לרע, one gives bad advice. ומסתמה דטובה לימינו, the good one is on the right, ורעה לשמאלו, the bad one to his left. דכתיב, that's what the pasuk says, לב חכם לימינו, ולב כסיל לשמאלו. The heart of a man חכם is on the right side, ולב כסיל, somebody of the full guy is on the left side. פעם אמרו לו הרב אומר, רבי טסטסון מחכה לנו, תנו לו.